Hi everyone, Larry Graves here. As I mentioned in a previous video, I wanted to show you Canadian money. Now, if you're Canadian, I think you've seen this money. But if you're not Canadian, then maybe you haven't. That kind of makes sense, doesn't it? So I'll start with coins. Now, we no longer, the government no longer makes pennies. Stopped making them, I don't know, like 3 years ago or so, or 4 years ago. And so here we go. Start with the nickel. And I think I heard that they're even going to stop making the nickel. But a nickel is 5 cents. On one side is a beaver. Kind of hard to focus here. And on the other side is Queen Elizabeth. And you know, growing up in school, in public school, before at the start of every day, we had to stand up and sing. There would be a big picture of Queen Elizabeth II, of course, at the front of the class, and we'd have to stand up and sing, "God Save the Queen." And I used to think, even back then I used to think, why is God saving the Queen? What about us? Next is the 10 cents dime, and it's got a sailboat on one side, and on the other side, once again, the Queen. Next up is the 25-cent coin, a quarter. One side is a moose. And the other side is Canadian Studmuffin. No, Queen Elizabeth II. Some of my viewers are probably thinking, who's Canadian Studmuffin? And then the dollar coin, it used to be a dollar bill, and they changed it into a coin. I think in the, I should have Googled stuff first, but I think in the later part of the 80s. And when it first came out, it was so cool. It was really cool. This is an older one. This is 1980, 1989, so maybe this is one of the first ones. And on one side is a loon. And so Canadians call this the loonie. Of course, Queen Elizabeth, once again, on the other side. Now, we used to also have a $2 bill. And this came out a few years back, a few years after the loonie, I believe. And it was a weird looking coin. And I think there was some talk about the center piece of the coin sometimes falling out or something, but that's never happened, at least to me. And it's still a kind of a cool looking coin. And one side, I don't even really, never actually really looked at it for years. One side it looks like, I can't even tell what that is because I have it upside down. I think that's a, is that a polar bear? And on the other side, that don't look like the queen. Oh, it is the queen. I had it sideways. So here is the toonie, $2 bill coin. Polar bear. If you would like a toonie, I'll send you one for $10. And on the other side, of course, Queen Elizabeth II. And that's all the coins I have. And now for some actual paper money. So I have a $5 bill, a $10 bill. I need a $20 bill. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to film this part. Then I'm going to go and grab a coffee and you'll see a $20 bill. And I also have a $50 bill. So this is the $5 bill. And these came out, this newer bill came out, you know, in the recent past, a few years back, but they are cool looking. I think they would be hard to counterfeit. And on one side is, I believe, Sir John A. Macdonald. No, I'm wrong. Not that guy. It's some political figure. I should have Googled it. And look at that shiny bit there. That would be kind of hard to duplicate. Oh, and you can see a face in there. I never even actually, see, I never even really, I should actually look at these bills sometime. That is cool. And on the other side is an astronaut, and that this might, I guess this has to do with the Canada arm that Canada made for NASA in the 80s. And what's really cool is you can see a cap. That's the 5. And this is the 10. This is an older $10 bill, so it's not quite as nice looking. And it has our very first Prime Minister, Sir John A. Macdonald. And before I run out and get a $20 bill, so you'll have to sit here and wait about 20 minutes while I go out and get my coffee, is the $50 bill. I can't even read the writing. I have no idea who that is, so if you want to Google it, go ahead. I won't stop you. And on the back is a, I don't know if that's called a tugboat or a ship or what, but and what's really cool is Canadian Studmuffin is on this $50 bill. So I'll be back with a $20 bill and a coffee. Hi there, I'm back. And I didn't get a coffee. I got an iced cappuccino. And we call this an ice cap from Tim Hortons. This is actually more thicker than usual. There it is there. So, I not only have a $20 bill, I have two, but I'm not going to brag about it. And on one side, on the back, is the monument, the Canadian National Vimy Memorial. There's the back. And guess who's on the front? No, not Canadian Studmuffin. Queen Elizabeth, looking a little older. And there's just so much detail, of course, you know, when you really, maybe if you looked under a magnifying glass, I think actually on some of these bills there's like really small things that you could read. And so that's it. Some Canadian money for you. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please thumbs up the video, leave a comment below if you like, and thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye.